In the context of greening transportation, green cars are always the optimal choice in the overall structure aiming towards a zero-emission world. To meet the demand for green vehicles, manufacturers have launched many car models, notably electric cars, and Tesla, the world's largest pure electric car manufacturer, has completely transformed the automobile market. However, electric cars are facing some obstacles. The most typical example is the high cost of building charging station infrastructure, which some developing countries cannot yet meet. Therefore, a solution has been proposed, which is hybrid cars, a type of engine that is a hybrid of electric and internal combustion. Moreover, there are two different technologies in the hybrid car line, which are e-power and regular hybrid, both of which bring many individual advantages and disadvantages. So, right in this video, let's explore and analyze these two types of engines with me. But first, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any car news. Before delving into the details, let's take a look at the general structure and principles of environmentally friendly vehicles. Firstly, pure electric cars use an electric motor to directly drive the wheels, and the only energy source provided is the battery. To make the battery work, we need to charge it, similar to how you charge a phone. Moreover, electric cars have very high operating efficiency, as the loss is almost minimal. According to some studies, if the loss of the electric motor is just over 10%, then the internal combustion engine will go up to over 80%. With an internal combustion engine, the engine has to work almost continuously regardless of the driving conditions, from urban areas with slow speeds to highways with high speeds. Now, let's move to hybrids, which are vehicles with engines that combine both electric and internal combustion. The first prominent hybrid car on the market that we will study is Nissan's e-Power, represented in this video by the Nissan Kicks model. With e-Power technology, it operates entirely on an electric motor. The gasoline engine only serves to house a generator that helps charge the battery when decelerating or braking, and there is also a regenerative energy mode to recharge. Thus, we can conclude that this is entirely an electric car, but it carries an additional generator to generate electricity itself, and the process of refueling is as convenient as cars using internal combustion engines. Next, we have the pure hybrid, which is a combination of gasoline and electricity, with both the gasoline engine and electric motor working together. The most famous of these has to be Toyota. With hybrid technology, the vehicle operates using both a gasoline engine and an electric motor. When running at low speeds, the electric motor is operated. However, the electric motor proves to be very limited when the vehicle operates at high speeds. Therefore, when the vehicle accelerates, the gasoline engine is activated to increase power and traction. When decelerating or braking, the vehicle also has a regenerative energy system to recharge the vehicle's battery. There are two main types of hybrids, which are plug-in hybrids and conventional hybrids. Their basic principles are the same, with just a slight difference in the input energy source. And now, let's explore the differences between the two types, e-Power and hybrid. When running in urban areas, e-powered vehicles fully utilize the advantages of an electric car, as the movement at low speeds consumes very little energy. Meanwhile, the gasoline engine is designed to operate the generator to provide enough energy for even the most severe cases, so it almost never has to work at high RPMs when running in urban areas. Even in some tests, the gasoline engine on the Nissan Kicks works very little. It only needs to run for a few minutes to provide enough electricity for the car to move. The braking and deceleration process when running in urban areas also helps the car self-charge, thereby maximizing fuel saving. According to estimates, the Nissan Kicks consumes less than 3 liters per 100 kilometers, meaning it reduces fuel consumption by about 70% compared to other cars in the segment. However, when accelerating, the Nissan Kicks can accelerate as quickly as a pure electric car, reaching about 50 km per hour in just about 3.13 seconds. Now, let's talk about hybrid cars. When running in urban areas, the mode of running with an electric motor only occurs for a relatively short period of time at low speeds, and when the battery still has a lot of power. This means that the gasoline engine has to operate more than with e-Power technology, especially during acceleration. A typical example is the Toyota Corolla Cross model. The acceleration process of this model is faster than the gasoline version, but it is not as fast as the Nissan Kicks, even though both engines are operating. And as we know, the more the gasoline engine operates, the greater the energy loss. Therefore, the fuel consumption in urban areas of hybrid cars will only decrease by about 40% compared to equivalent gasoline models. Therefore, for those who need to travel in urban areas, the Nissan Kicks would be an optimal choice. But if you buy a car, it's not just for use in urban areas. When running at high speeds, any car needs a lot of energy, in other words, it needs more traction and power. Now, let me talk a little bit about the fuel efficiency of internal combustion engines. A car using an internal combustion engine will be most fuel efficient when it meets the following criteria. First, it runs at the highest gear of the gearbox. Second, it runs at the most optimal RPM. For example, a car equipped with a 6-speed gearbox will be most fuel efficient when running at 6th gear, with speeds from 70 to 80 km per hour. For cars with an eco mode, 6th gear can be shifted at lower speeds. Similarly, with a car equipped with a 9 or 10-speed gearbox, it will be most fuel efficient when running at speeds of about over 100 km per hour. On highways, e-powered cars also need a lot of energy. This type of car still has the advantage of pure electric cars, which is the ability to accelerate very quickly, even when running at high speeds, and the gasoline engine will have to work continuously to charge the battery. According to practical tests, the Nissan Kicks has an average fuel consumption on highways equivalent to other gasoline cars in the same segment. This means that the Nissan Kicks, when running on highways, only has advantages in terms of traction and power, not in fuel efficiency. As for hybrid cars, the ability to run on highways is completely different. Whenever you need to accelerate, both engines will exert their full power. When running at low speeds, the engine will use only one part of electricity or gasoline. When the gasoline engine is working, it is charging the battery, and when the electric motor is working, it is time for the gasoline engine to rest. This smooth combination may have a drawback, that is, when the car needs to accelerate, it will not be as smooth and explosive as e-power, but it optimizes fuel consumption. Based on practical calculations, the average fuel consumption on highways of the Toyota Corolla Cross hybrid version is reduced by about 30 to 40% compared to the gasoline version, and of course, on mixed terrain, the hybrid car is also more fuel efficient. But these are just general and preliminary evaluations, not specific. Therefore, let me show you a few more factors between the two models Nissan Kicks and Toyota Corolla Cross. One of the factors that need to be considered is the selling price. The listed price of Nissan Kicks is cheaper than Toyota Corolla Cross by about $3,000 to $5,000. The second factor that needs to be considered is the battery price. The battery price of the Toyota Corolla Cross model ranges from $45 to $250, while the battery of the Nissan Kicks model, according to some dealers, has a price range of $79 to $450. Another very important factor is the battery warranty period. For Toyota, the battery warranty period is 5 years. Similarly, Nissan Kicks also has a battery warranty period of 5 years. And those are the important information between the two hybrid and e-power technologies. Which engine technology do you like best? Please leave your opinion in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel to not miss any car news videos.